Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rizka Amelia. My name is 3310030 from class 33 1A01. Today I'm about to read a final project of pronunciation drill. Part 1. Baby Caterpillar was tired. All summer long she had been traveling slowly through the green world where she lived, and feeding on the green leaves that grew near her home. Now autumn had come and Mother Nature had given a holiday to the leaves, who put on their new dresses of red and gold and played tag with the breeze. Baby Caterpillar wanted to play too, but could not run so fast as the happy little leaves, and she grew very tired and thought she would take a nap. So she found a cozy place among the branches of a grapevine and made herself a soft, silky blanket. Then she rolled herself away within it, and then, in her queer little cradle, went to sleep. One night, late in the fall, Jack Frost came over the hill. He spied the cradle swinging to and fro, and began to play roughly with it. So he stroked his little fellow and touched everything that comes in his way. But the warm blanket hid the little sleeper so that Jack could not find her. By and by, King Winter came, bringing beautiful snow blankets to Mother Nature's flower babies. He gently rocked the cradle as he passed, and whispered, "Sleep, baby, sleep. You have no need of my blankets." At last, spring came with the sunbeams, the best and merriest of Mother Nature's helpers. They awoke the flowers from their long winter nap and called to the birds and the brooks to begin their songs. When they came to the little brown cradle, they stopped to rest, and baby Caterpillar began to get very warm under the thick blanket. She woke up and stretched herself, and her cradle broke, and she came out to greet the spring. But what a change! Instead of the old dingy dress that she went to sleep in, she now had a beautiful yellow one, and instead of crawling among the leaves, she flew up and away into the sweet spring air to play with the sunbeam and flowers. And the little children called her a butterfly. Part 2. Billet does not rhyme with ballad. Bouquet, wallet, mallet, chalet. Blood and flood are not like food, nor is malt like shoot and wood. Viscous, viscount, load and broad, towards to forwards, to rewards. And your pronunciations okay. When you correctly say crooked, rounded, wounded, brief and chief, friend and fan, alive and live. Ivy, privy, famous, clamor, and enormous rhyme with hammer. River, rival, tomb, bomb, come. Dull and raw, and some and home. Stranger does not rhyme with anger, neither does devour with clangor. Souls but foul, hound but own, fawn, front, one, grand and grant. Sus, goes, does. Now first say finger, and then singer, ginger, linger, reel, zeal, mouth, gauze, goat, engage, marriage, foliage, mirage, and age. Query does not rhyme with fairy, nor does fury sound like berry. Dust, lost, post, and dot, clot, lot, job, knob, bosom, transom, oath. Though the differences seem little, we say actual, but fictual. River does not rhyme with dever. Sulfur does, and zipper, heaver. Min, pine, senate and sedate. Duel, bull, and George ate late. Scenic, Arabic, Pacific. Science, conscience, scientific. Liberty, library, heath and heaven. Rachel, egg, mustache, 11. We say hello, but alone. People, leopard, toad, but fold. Mark the differences, moreover, between mover, cover, clover. Leeches, breeches, wise, price. Chalice, but police and lice. Camel, constable, unstable, principal, disciple, label. Pedal, panel, and canal. Wait, surprise, plate, promise, paw, warn and storm, chase, chaos, chair, senator, spectator, mayor. Tour, but hour and soccer. For, gas, alas, and Arkansas. See, idea, Korea, aria, psalm, Maria, but malaria. Yo, south, southern, cleanse and clean, doctrine, turpentine, marine. Compare alien with Italian, dandelion and battalion, Sally with ally, yeah, ye, I, way and key. Say ever, but ever, fever, neither, laser, skein, deceiver, heron, granary, canary, crevice and device and eyrie. Part 3. First slow mode. Number 1. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck, he would, as much as he could, and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. The second, normal mode. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck, he would, as much as he could, and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. The last, fast mode. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck, he would, as much as he could, and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Number 2. First slow mode. Can you can a canned can into an uncanned can like a canner can? Can a canned can into an uncanned can? Second normal mode. Can you can a canned can into an uncanned can like a canner can a canned can into an uncanned can? Last, fast mode. Can you can a canned can into an uncanned can like a canner can a canned can into an uncanned can? Number 3. First slow mode. Silly Sally swiftly shoot 7 silly sheep. The 7 silly sheep, silly Sally shoot, silly Shallot shoot. This sheep shouldn't sleep in a sack. Sheep should sleep in a seat. Second normal mode. Silly Sally swiftly shot 7 silly sheep. The 7 silly sheep, Silly Sally shot, Silly Shallot shot. This sheep shouldn't sleep in a sack. Sheep should sleep in a set. Last fast mode. Silly Sally swiftly shot 7 silly sheep. The 7 silly sheep, Silly Sally shot, Silly Shallot shot. This sheep shouldn't sleep in a sack. Sheep should sleep in a set. Number 4. First slow mode. All I want is a proper cup of coffee, made in a proper copper coffee pot. I might be off my dot, but I want a cup of coffee from a proper coffee pot. Second normal mode. All I want is a proper cup of coffee, made in a proper copper coffee pot. I might be off my dot, but I want a cup of coffee from a proper coffee pot. Last fast mode. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper copper coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I want a cup of coffee from a proper coffee pot. Number 5. First slow mode. Amidst the mist and coldest frost, with stoutest wrist and loudest boats, he thrust his fist against the post, and still insists he sees the ghost. Second normal mode. Amidst the mist and coldest frost, with stoutest wrist and loudest boats, he thrusts his fist against the post and still insists he sees the ghost. Last fast mode. Amidst the mist and coldest frost, with stoutest wrist and loudest boats, he thrusts his fist against the post and still insists he sees the ghost. Thank you for your attention. I hope you enjoy this video, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.